Okay, round 20 action from BPL23. It's one that I'll have to be on my best behaviour for, and it's the Sydney Lions taking on the Gold Coast Hawks. Beside me, I have Troy Corber, who's just done all the announcing. He's run over here. A little bit short of breath, maybe.
I'm not unfit at all. Great to be with you, Matt, and great to be everyone at home and at work who's doing a little dodgy on their second screen.
Not dodgy at all, is it?
As long as you're doing some level of work.
I used the Bob Hawke quote the other day.
Fair enough too.
So the teams will quickly run through. Sydney Lions on your screen there. Nathan Black, Karen Murphy and Kane Nelson. As these first leads bowls are going down. See Blackie just going through. Gold Coast Hawks. There they are. Nathan Rice, Kelsey Cottrell and Brett Whizzer Wilkie.
Looking forward to seeing the boner in action today.
Yeah, he has absolutely turned the clock back this week. Although he wouldn't have had to turn it back too far. He's not really ever been out of form, or he's always been a very relevant player.
It's great to have him back on this stage. You want your best in the country involved, and he's certainly one of those.
He's shown a few of the clean pair of heels on that TV rink already this event. So this match having, some pretty important sort of shaping for the ladder. Both teams on 9 wins, 10 losses. The Hawks just hanging in like granny's tooth into the 5. Sydney Lions, if they can get over the line here, they'll leapfrog them into the 5 ahead of the TV matches tonight.
Yeah, big game, isn't it? So many teams around that 9-8 wins. Top 4 have sort of got that bit of a jump ahead.
See Kane Nelson drawing the shot with his last bowl.
Nathan Black yesterday was involved in 2 of the best games of bowls I've seen. Early round that wasn't televised, they came up against the Moreton Bay Pirates, and him versus Alex Marshall, bowl for bowl, was absolutely astounding. And if anyone caught the TV game last night, Steve Glasson's comment was it was the best game of BPL he's ever seen. Sydney versus Tassie in the last game last night. Blackie versus Talon Mail, it was amazing.
Steve Glasson's seen a few as well. See Brett Wilkie carrying on his merry way, drawing the shot with his first bowl. So we got Kelsey Cottrell on the mat and Kane Nelson for the Sydney Lions, and then Nathan Black skipping. We see Blackie's bowl entering. Lands that bowl beautifully. Makes 2. Of course, Brett Wilkie skipping for the Hawks. Starting, he's been undeniable, giving him the skipper's role. Brett, he's been in fine form. It's right in the area again, asking it to hold, get the jack up the line. He's just sliced it, feathered it. Potentially only 1 down. Now it's still 2. Swanee giving us the paddles.
The Wizard's got a beautiful opportunity. He gives it to him. Nest of Hawk bowls there waiting.
Nest eggs back there.
Weight looks good. It's going to get back.
This makes that a little bit harder for Brett Wilkie. Looks like he might have to change his hand, go to the forehand side. Touch of breeze coming through, helping this bowl on the forehand. It's down on one knee. He must like it. Oh, Brett Wilkie. What a shot.
We are not worthy, Wiz.
He's waving to the crowd. He's waving to the cameraman. He's waving to whoever he likes at the moment.
What a shot that was.
Nathan Black with the last say. Hawks lie 4. Ball's on its way. Blackie stalking it. I think he loves it. What a shot, Nathan Black. Huge conversions there from the skippers.
Well, if this is what we're in store for in this game, Matty, wow.
It's confirmed to the Sydney Lions. They open their account. Yeah, 2 cracking conversions. Both on that backhand. Heading away from the club.
So for perhaps any people that are new to bowls or maybe new to the BPL format, in the BPL we have fixed marks for the mats and jacks. There's no rolling of the jack. It's a fast-paced match. The team that wins the end gets to elect where they place the mat and jack on designated spots on the green. Beautiful measured approach of Kane Nelson. It's led up very well this week. Sydney.
I saw in the last game he was skipping the second set at the very least. And then the tie break against the Melbourne Pulse. They did everything they could. They held on with their last bowl. Gary Kelly made a big conversion. Ended up getting a 3, but he just wanted the shot. See Kelsey dropping in for 1.
Kane's urging it on. He doesn't need to urge it on too far. That's going to be the money. Kelsey just needs this to hold. It is tightish down that hand, but it's not very forgiving if you're just underneath it.
Yeah, it's in the land of the you never know. Black just holding off outside of Kelsey's bowl. It's a fairly well-weighted bowl by Brett Wilkie. Turning in nicely. Another touch of the jack.
We see Blackie change his hand here now. Nice one there, Jack High to sit and stay for 2. Little trail won't hurt him either. He's playing good weight to it.
Yeah, well played. Using all the bowls on offer. We usually call that when you're going shopping, getting one off the shelf. Wizard just going to slide under, gets to a good spot, and he'll have last say in this head.
I wonder if they've got the spot back there, the Hawks.
Yeah, touch and go between Kane's Bacchus and Kelsey's.
Might be easier for Wiz to use a bit more weight at this head. They've got the next 2.
And Lucky's a little bit between shots, perhaps trying to cover off or get another one around it. Needs this to run. He might have got a bit of both.
We'll see more positive weight here from Brett Wilkie with this bowl. A lot more direct.
Needs it to turn, I think. So one more to the Sydney Lions. Mark Thatcher calling the early power play.
I like
the Hawks.
I like this from the Rookster.
3-zip after 2. Mark Thatcher says, I've seen enough. Red Jack comes out.
Good opener from Kane Nelson here, slipping in behind the jack into a nice spot. This always adds a little bit of interest in the lead battle when they're going different hands as well. Kelsey choosing to play the ditch side of the rink here. Brilliant. What a bowl. Right on the nose.
So, of course, this game, a 2:45 game each day. We see Kelsey just skirting past. 2:45 each day is the live stream game. There's no other games while they prepare the TV rink. And the TV games will start at 4 o'clock.
And going for a bit of insurance around the back. Looks pretty good for the respot. He's done well there.
All those TV games you can view on KO, Fox Sports. I think Bowls New Zealand are running a live stream. Sky Sports New Zealand covering the Winter Olympics at the moment. Kelsey just sneaking through again. Reasonably close third shot. So our TV games tonight starting at 4 o'clock. The Adelaide Pioneers versus the Geelong Jets. A little bit of a ladder shaper game there for the Jets, and then we roll straight into the Tweed Ospreys and Tassie Tridents. And from all accounts, they were running pretty hot on that rink last night. Perth Suns and then the Saints, Sydney Saints, into Melbourne Extreme and then the Melbourne Pulse, the Melbourne Derby. Rounding out the night, it's the Moama Steamers and the Moreton Bay Pirates. Lots of juicy matches there.
Well, Omar Sharif against Hollifer Marshall in the last game. What a beauty. Treat for the local fans.
We heard the Moama crowd come to life last night after Val pretty much put the acid on them and said, you're being outdone by the Hawks crew. And you outnumber them. It was a great atmosphere. If they bring that kind of energy again, it'll be a raucous night. Nathan Black trying to cover off a couple of little shots there that Brett Wilkie has on offer.
I think they're pretty happy with just taking the one on a Hawks power play here. They're just covering everything else that could potentially happen.
Yep.
They don't want to create a target or anything for Brett to use. I dare say they're going to try a similar approach here. They'll figure out the best spot to pop it round the back somewhere.
Yeah, probably trying to draw through that bowl out there.
Round Kelsey's, you think?
Yeah, I'd be going the safe side of Kelsey's bowl. Once you get out there, you know you're pretty safe. It's not really turning a heap out there, so...
It's going to take a perler here from Brett Wilkie. It'll need to be, in the words of Dennis Committee, centimetre perfect.
Can you do the Dennis?
I'd have to give it a few tries off air first. I think if I launch straight into it, it'd be no good, mate. Used to like when they used to go, it's around the outer side now, the whacker. Used to like that one. Oh, it's a good effort from Brett.
Yeah, great effort. So the fast start here from the Sydney Lions. They take 3 ends on the trot, lead it 4-zip, and defend the Hawks power play. So they need to play a get-out-of-jail-free card, the Hawks, I think. Get out of this one now. Not impossible, though. Yeah, the old Dennis Committee, whenever they had a shot for goal and he'd say, Mrs. Near Side.
Yep. Yeah. Like so many sports, there's the characters in commentary, the nuances. It's not there like it used to be.
Oh, I could have listened to him all day, every day.
Bruce Dennison and Drew Morfitt. It's like Drew.
Darryl Eastlake.
Oh.
Rabbit Warren. Rabsy. Got very unique voices.
Kane looking to double up now. He got a bit of paint with his first. Nestles in behind the head.
I must say I'm very impressed with your announcing since you've come into the role.
Thank you, Matty.
Golden larynx.
The golden larynx. It's good fun. It's one of the parts of the job I like. You get to do lots of different things, wear lots of different hats.
Kelsey Cottrell drawing the shot. Their second attempt. Kane Nelson not wasting any time. Wonderful wait for the shot. Just wanted to take that jack around the corner. He's calling the shot here to be a little bit positive for Kelsey on the backhand and get to her own bowl. Maybe split the 2 bowls out there. Must be somewhere in the area. Get to her own bowl and wriggle it behind the jack. Geez, a good finish.
Magnificent from Kelsey.
Hawks holding 2. Still look like a fairly enticing shot for Nathan Black to wriggle up there on his backhand as well through his own touch-up.
And this sort of weighted shot he's playing, I reckon he's just about the best in Australia at it. He loves it.
Opted for the forehand. I mean, I guess he could get the same result. Still squeeze the jack out to those bowls in waiting as well. Kelsey just saying get the respot. Well, he's definitely done that. He's probably finished on the right side of the rink too. Blackie playing the forehand. There's a chance that Jack squirts through the gap. over to those 3 or 4 bowls waiting for the Sydney Lions. Okay, Nelson urging it on. Just held off.
Hold fourth shot here, the Hawks, do you think, at the moment? Potentially.
Yeah, I'd say they do.
It's probably important for Blackie here to not...
Brett Wilkie doesn't want to touch this jack. Well, it's a good shot. It's only 2.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate he got some of the jack there.
Yeah. Blackie can basically play the same shot now. His initial body language means he's a little bit wide, I think. Well, there's nothing for this. Brett Wilkie be trying to land that solitary bowl out on the forehand.
Well, at 4-0 down.
Well, Kelsey might have just said it could be 3.
Oh, okay.
So if they're holding 3, he'll draw a shot. But if they're not holding 3, I think he's got to be looking to sort of wriggle off Kane Nelson's toucher.
Needs to bend.
His weight looks immaculate. Oh, sensational bowls from Brett Wilkie. Oh, he's made 3.
The bone has done it.
So they draw within 1. Last end of the first set. 4-3 Sydney Lions way. Steve Glasson holding the power play placard in his hand.
You look at the players on the rink and then who's sitting on the sidelines. It's not a bad array of past and present talent, is it?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
You think you've got Karen Murphy and Steve Glasson here on the sidelines for the Lions. Rookie will be happy that I've put him in that class, won't he? Lurchy, Nathan Rice sitting on the sidelines.
But of course, Rookie's very obviously been a very capable player in his time. Played over 100 state games for Queensland.
Yeah.
So see a good correction. Kelsey Cottrell, Joey.
He likes the look of this little funnel on the backhand.
Yeah, and even his bowl standing up. Looks like he could turn that in pretty easily.
It's close.
Just going to get the wrong side of the bowl. Kelsey chasing after this one.
Needs it to bend.
Yeah, it should bend a little bit.
Had great weight.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, Nelson now. A bit more venom behind this one. He needs a bit of love off his own bowl in the end, I think. Well, having showed their hand, I think Brett Wilkie knows what he wants to do.
Do you almost play their same hand? Not with the weight that Sydney are playing, but just that sort of move off weight with a...
Yeah, I think
it's
Brett's
hard
got
work to get around that front bowl and trail the jack away.
Yeah, Brett's using quite a wide set of bowls, so if anybody's going to play the forehand here, I think it'll be Brett. Tell you what, if he's around the front, he's pretty good. Look at this shot. Wants it to get down now. Well, it's no worse. Kelsey's bowl kind of almost catching the jack now, potentially. Stops him from really trailing it in and sitting right on top of it. This man, Nathan Black, he generally finds a way.
Needs to get down again.
Oh, he's got. Oh wow, he's got a.
Ouchiwara, the old wiki woo.
That's a wiki woo. Raya Sachi.
Got to use it sparingly. We've got to pay Lee $50 per wiki woo.
Do you really?
We've got a wiki woo tin.
Did you sign anything? Did you get? He's the kind of guy that would have got some paperwork done for that, I reckon.
Definitely.
Nathan Black is hiding behind his hand after letting that one go. Yeah, I think Brett's got to just gallop a little bit harder. He's not quite found the finish line. Be interesting to see what Wizard decides, whether he nominates a kill or decides he's still got the goods to get around that bowl and get around the front one. Get back to the green and dislodge it enough. It looks like it's kind of locked in there.
You wait.
So they are nominating the kill.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good decision. There's an opportunity with the right angles. He could just swallow the jack in the pit.
So he's on the backhand. He needs it to hold a bit.
Oh.
Just get every other bowl out, bar the shot bowl. No real need for Nathan Black to try too hard. Gets the free kick at drawing another. He just got called a chicken fillet by Karen Murphy.
Glass called him feathers.
So it'll be the Sydney Lions who take the first set here in the first of our afternoon/evening matches against the Hawks. I'll take it 5-3. Both leaders staying on, no substitutions.
Had a good battle, these two. And it continues here in the second set.
Yeah, both skippers have had multiple options to play to basically every end.
Just needs to finish now. It's not going to quite get there. It's hard to see with the angle of the TV there, but that last bowl of Kelsey's for everyone at home's a bit over a foot short of the jack, about 18 inches.
I reckon I might have been the only one that saw that water bottle drop into the ditch. So need to get that removed just in case.
Oh, at the end they're playing?
Yes.
Well, Yeah, someone could lose their teeth in the back.
Either that or it could dictate whether Jack's going to end up in the ditch. Also, I don't see Kelsey playing that weight with this bowl anyway. Just needs to finish. Stay up. It's probably the shot. Yep.
Got one of our minions, Andrew Howie, to go and get the water bottle out.
You've called him a
Pygmy
pygmy
yesterday.
and a minion now.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure you like this role you're in.
clearly not.
101 ways to get fired. Troy Corber.
Good shot here. Wants it to fall over.
Yeah, that'll be the shot. He would love it to fall over and hide away just that little bit more.
Precision shot here required. Brett Wilkie getting in between the two green bowls. Gets under. Well, that should be enough, I reckon.
It's a little result.
Yep. 1-2 the Hawkies.
Of course, that last set was the power play, the last end. So it was ended up being 6-3.
The breeze has just come up here at Moama and we're getting some waft of some beautiful barbecue meat of some sort. Blackie, well, changed the head up a bit, but the result's the same. Still 1 to the Hawks.
Yeah, kind of locks his bowl into the head. Second shot.
Blackie might go hard at this. Try and get an angle somewhere. He's got the two out the back. Can't really get rid of his second shot.
I think he might
Triple Jackie.
I think he might just try and go all 3 bowls.
Close the eyes, hitty hardy.
Yeah, I think he's only going to play about 2 feet.
Good effort.
Well, importantly, it gets another one around the head for the Sydney Lions.
The Hawks are going to get off to the start that they would want, having dropped the first set. They're going to win this first end here. It's about by how much. I'd love to pick up 2. He's got an open hand here. It's just going to run out of juice. So it'll be 1 to the Gold Coast Hawks, and we're going to see some substitutions come on. For the Gold Coast Hawks, Nathan Rice, and for the Sydney Lions, Karen Murphy. Great display from Kelsey and Kane as they take a breather and have a drink. It's gotten a bit warm again today, Maddie. We had a nice day yesterday. We had a bit of reprieve, but she's been back to pretty warm today.
Yeah, just that little bit of breeze is helping. But I did notice at the start of the last game, I went and sat down on the seat and it was warm on my legs. I think it's meant to get even warmer tomorrow, up around 35 again. It's a nice dry heat though, there's not too much humidity like back home. Nathan Rice. Couple of bowls, 3 or 4 feet past. Karen Murphy zeroes in. Touch on her own. Happy
Gets
with
a nice
that.
angle. Ooh, good effort. Karen's got about 18 inches of room here to add a second. Set Blackie up with a great head.
Just the one to the Lions as they cross over. Lurch is very interested. His first attempt. Karen's already got a finger down. Wilkie drawing the shot. He's drawn the shot with his first bowl very often on this rink. Nathan Black, it's trying to stay up.
Oh,
If anything, it's
gee.
wriggled back behind the jack.
Wow, he's had the remote control out for that one.
Was a little bit of wind or maybe just hit an indentation. Of course, around that spot where the jack often is, and, you know, if you... What are we? A few days in now, and it's... You know, the jacks keep getting hammered into that spot after every drive. It's going to be a little indentation. See, Brett Wilkie... Still one down. It's another one within 3 or 4 inches of the jack.
Putting on an exhibition here. World-class bowling.
Supreme weight again from Nathan Black. Just trying to sort of arrive on the backhand. Little sit and stay kind of shot here. Lurchy, we're going to have to look between his legs to find the jack.
Oh,
Well, we did. Great camera work there.
it's like he laid a white egg, old Lurchy.
Fantastic shot from Brett. Nathan Black now calls hurry. Oh, he's got the ball and wriggled in as well.
Shot. Blackie loves it. What an exchange there from our skippers, Brett Wilkie and Nathan Black.
6 bowls, just absolutely perfect.
The Lions pick up 1 to square this one away at 1-all after 2. That's what we love about the BPL. This game is absolutely anyone's. No inkling of who might end up prevailing here. Anything can and probably will happen. We've seen some miraculous bowls today. We had the Alex Marshall shot on live stream, didn't we? That was on earlier today. Best bowl shot I've seen live.
Yeah, not sure I've seen one better. I even took the time to go and shake his hand after it. Got his thoughts on it. He just said, I could just see it happening on the backhand. He goes, I couldn't see it really happening through all three bowls, but he said I could just see it happening on the backhand, just like that. Probably a little bit of wisdom in that as well. The shot you see is a shot that you're more likely going to get. Nathan Rice asking this to run a bit. I think he's good. Yeah, right on the front of it. Little touch up. So much value in those front touches.
Karen and Nathan have just taken off from where Kane and Kelsey left. It's been superb across all 6 players so far. Not 100 miles away here, Karen.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
got the shot.
Just got the jack enough to hit the yellow bowl of the Hawks out.
He's got to run a little bit here from Lurchie. Use his own touch-up.
It's into a nice home.
Done well. Great exchange again, as you point out. Karen Murphy and Nathan Rice know each other's game inside out, back to front. Spent so much time together in the Australian squad. 700 odd games for Karen Murphy. Maybe not quite 700. I think she was in the late 600s. She might still get a few more in her role if somebody, pulls a hamstring or something.
Yep.
Pretty handy player to pull off the bench and get in. See Blackie get down for a touch-up. Still gettable for Brett. And Lurchie, 300 odd games for Australia. Same sort of time.
Close.
Brett Wilkie.
Wow.
Oh, these guys are on absolute fire. Bowl for bowl for bowl.
Nathan will be looking for the same shot. Even Kitty down the line works pretty well for Sydney.
Wants it to turn. Ooh. He lays Brett's bowl down.
Yeah, Nathan's considering. Yeah.
Great call in the end by Lurchie. I think he was considering getting the tee, but quickly identifying that Blackie can just touch any part of his last bowl and Brett Wilkie's bowl out of the head.
Brett's still got another one up his sleeve if he needs to draw to the spot.
Oh, super effort again from Brett.
Fortunately, probably makes it easier for Blackie now.
Yeah, it's a split on those two.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate, stole your thunder.
No, that's all good. I like it when I'm commentating with someone and we're seeing the same shot at the same time. Symbiotic.
Nathan Black. Oh, he was... Well, if Anthony Keepy was here, he'd say that wouldn't have bruised a grape.
Oh, the great shot.
He was probably 3 inches short of just turning Brett Wilkie's other bowl over. This will be hopefully a gentle draw shot from Brett.
Well, what an end of bowls that was. And through all of that, it's one shot.
It's another one. Yep, one to the Hawks. They lead at 2-1 after 3. We've got a power play here for the Sydney Lions. Steve Glasson setting up a couple of bowls and jamming the card in between.
Oh,
Well, we shouldn't be surprised by now.
no. I'm going to need a Bex and a lie down after this game. It's just bowl after bowl with precision and excellence from all 6 combatants in this contest.
Oh, he got down for a touch. It didn't touch? Oh. I'm a lot further away than they are.
I think Swanee's just waiting for Karen on the mat, I think. I think he's going to go in. Oh, no, he's not.
I saw Brett Wilkie shake his head. I thought it touched.
That's a good spot. That's exactly where the jack's going. It's a busy day here at Moama. We've got the junior BPL underway on the magnificent looking greens at this complex. The junior BPL action is being live scored, so you can get onto the Bowls Link results portal and you'll see the end by end scores going up for those contests. Terrific to see the future of our sport here competing, and the opportunity for them to just be around this type of event at their age. It's great for their development.
Yeah, I would have loved to have been able to be a part of something like this when I was, 14, 15, 16. Coming through the ranks. Although I did get to watch Jack High.
Brown shoes.
Yeah. Rowan Barassi and Steve Glasson.
Yeah.
Rexy Johnson, I think. Karen Murphy. Very young Karen Murphy then.
Have the white frock.
Yep.
I remember all the international series they used to broadcast, and it was always at Tweed Heads. And the poor teams internationally never had a chance because they'd play three ties, and one of the ties was single, and Steve Glasson wasn't beaten on the Tweed indoor rink for like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, we're one down before we even start.
Yeah, he was undeniable on that rink, wasn't he? When they tore that carpet up, they probably should have just rolled it up and given it to him.
They should have given him a patch of it.
He owned it.
Wish I had the human computer Val here. He'd be able to remind me exactly how many in a row it was. But I think it was something ridiculous, like 5 or 6 in a row, I think.
Yeah, you said we checked it the other day and it was 9 in total. But yeah, there was at least 4 or 5 in a row. Brett Wilkie. Drop down, he might count if he drops down.
Probably wanted that bowl problem maybe on the outside of that bowl ideally, but it's still in a good spot.
Wanting this to turn. It's another one catching. Brett Wilkie will just be trying to repeat his last bowl, really. Might have just overcorrected. So deciding he likes his chances more on the backhand. I think it is just a slightly kinder hand for these type of shots. You can get a little bit more consistent turn. Oh, he's underplayed it. Oh, he'll be dirty with himself if he hasn't given that a chance. So, one to the Hawks and a Hawks power play. The Hawks lead it 3-1 in the second set. Importantly, the Hawks defend that power play.
Oh, is he going to?
Nathan Rice hanging on, and
I thought he was just travelling a bit quicker. I thought he's almost going to put this jack into the ditch.
past him.
Quick. Would have been all she wrote. Good spot there. So I had confirmed by the amazing Aidan Davis that Steve won 5 in a row. Then there was a break, and then he won 3 in a row. So he won 8 out of 9 years. I'm sure he wrecked a party for him.
Another good shot from Nathan. It's going that well that he's disappointed when he's about 8 inches away from it.
Another great spot. Looking for a multiple. Grouping them behind the head. It's going to give Blackie every chance.
Yeah, Lurch he won't be overly worried about giving the shot away if he trails the jack.
Wants it to hurry.
He's definitely passed.
It's good, but we've still got a grouping there. For Karen to draw to. She's a little tight, sits one of the shot bowls.
Yeah, this scenario here, you've got every right. You've got the license to pass the jack. You've got every right to run into it as well. I'll tell you what.
Maddie.
Oh, she's just got the wrong side of it. Well, she's going to fall in front, which helps as well. Sets up pretty good there for the Lions now. What can this man do? Brett Wilkie. Scintillating form. Looking to use either one of Lurch's bowls on that forehand side.
Playing Blackie's hand, trying to change it up. Want this to hang on.
Yeah,
it will.
Wait. Probably couldn't have put that in a better spot from a defensive point of view.
The Lions have less pressure on them because they've got that first set up their sleeve, so they know regardless of what happens here, they're still in the game. This provides that little bit of extra freedom in how you play. Karen's asking for it to cease. The bowl's not listening.
So a 2 will do it for the Sydney Lions. Tie the set up after winning the first. Wilkie trotting after this one. Getting back to the jack.
It's a great shot. It's going to force Nathan to change his hand.
Well, as good as that is, it kind of creates an opportunity that maybe wasn't really there. Nathan Black on his backhand. He's stalking it. I think he likes it. Asking it to hurry. Get a roll out of that.
Oh.
He's done enough for the shot.
What's happened here? Are we won? Okay. One indicated by the marker with the front bowl.
Yeah. Nathan Rice saying, take the wide arc, work off the wide bowl. If you get back to the jack, so be it. Well, Nathan Rice saying that's a good home. It might well prove to be, but there's still definitely an opportunity here for Nathan Black to tie the set or even win the set. A little toucher on the backhand. And he's formed a habit of playing these shots when there's no right or reply. Ball on its way.
Nathan's giving it the foxtrot.
Oh, he looks a little bit under.
Nope. Okay. So this one is going to a tiebreak, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, that's confirmed. All the players will come out onto the rink. 2 bowl triples.
James will have a chat about what they're going to have for dinner.
Well, I put the mockers on it, Aidan Davis. Said it'd be over in two sets, didn't I? Sydney Lions having to finish their last game and scurry over to the rink to get started on time. So the Sydney Lions will take the mat. Gold Coast Hawks for the last bowl. There's a little debate over whether they just picked Kane to run the jack into the ditch, which Val Febo and myself are big fans of. Where do you sit on the spectrum with that, Troy? Mat up, jack in the ditch?
Yeah, I think if you've got the cattle and they're confident with it, why not? Have one flash at it. I'm all for waiting for a team to nominate a designated driver or weight player in their team. And they play their 12 bowls as weight.
Oh, yeah.
Sub them on and off, only as you need. Keep your other 2 players always on the draw. I'd like to see that happen at some stage. Maybe a team that can't make finals, go out and try it. See if it works or not. I think the Saints are out. The Master Blaster would probably be up for that sort of tactic too.
Yeah, he would. That's right up his alley.
Okay, so looks to be advantage Hawks, perhaps. Our marker will give us an indication once Kelsey's delivered.
Well, judging by the last 2 sets, I don't know that either of those bowls will really end up shot.
Banana paddle pop held up by Swanee. So Helensvale, Gold Coast holding at the moment.
Needs it to run.
So closes that hole down a little bit. Still one there.
Yeah, really important shot from Karen now. If she can get right on the front of it, make it so much harder for the Hawks to access it. Just going to miss outside. No, she's got it.
Well, she's stiff. She doesn't get another inch of that jack. Runs it down the line to her own bowls. Gave it a good chance. Bit stiff now. Can Lurchie nail this jack? Ooh. Bit worried about the edge off that onto the jack for a moment.
Nearly one good deed deserves another.
All's well that ends well for the Hawks, and they'll hold on the crossover.
It's interesting that, you know, we've had heads that you could just throw a handkerchief over. As soon as we bring the tie break into it, I don't know where the players get a little tense.
Yeah, I don't think it matters how experienced they are. When an important game's on the line, and you talked about the ladder beforehand, how important the game is. And Kane needs to get the curling broom out, trying to bring that one home. That's one green went up. So that's done enough. Kelsey's jumping in for a
Called a
vote.
timeout, I think. It's up and down. I think they play it as if they're down. Talking about maybe getting the jack in the ditch.
So we're in earshot of Nathan Black and Glass talking. Nathan Black said he thinks they've got shot.
Then Kane just said, let's play it as if we're down. I think the shot is still to try and draw close on the forehand. Touch of his own. Make certain of it.
Well, it's going to come down to this bowl.
Already used the timeout. Kelsey likes the Hawks bowl. There you go. You got a draw on the backhand.
Good decisive call from Lurchie there.
Yeah, you've got to give Brett a chance to still get through a process and get the bowl away.
It's tight-ish.
Oh, he doesn't want the jack. Well, we're going to have to go to a measure to decide this one. Kane Nelson happy to do the honours. Mark Thatcher said, "Que sera, sera."
Poor old Kane's just lining up the measure on the back of the jack, and the music started blaring.
Running through the tests for the TV games. Can't be picked. I think we're going to an umpire.
Umpy. Here we go. Wonder if they'll get my favourite, the calipers, out.
Players already shaking hands. There'll be no more bowls played unless it's a dead heat. Could we see... I've never seen a laser measure used and have it be a dead heat.
I've seen one to .001.
Well, that's probably why we've never seen one. If you can get that close.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen a 001.
Well, while the umpire's doing that, we may as well do a bit of forecasting for the TV game starting at 4 o'clock. KO Fox Sports and Bowls New Zealand's website. We've got the Adelaide Pioneers taking on Geelong Jets, the first up game, and then into the Perth Suns, Sydney Saints, followed by the Melbourne Extreme and Melbourne Pulse, the Melbourne Derby, and the home team, Moama Steamers, taking on Moreton Bay Pirates. Karen trying all the reverse psychology she's got in her, saying, favouring the Hawks bowl.
The Hawks win it by
Kelsey
a
Cottrell,
paper.
high tens. She called it. And there we go. There we have it. The Hawks salute in the tie-break by the barest of margins. And we'll say thank you to Troy Corber for chiming in once again.
Thank you, Matt. Great to be with you.
Again, we start our next match, the Adelaide Pioneers and Geelong Jets, 4 o'clock game.